Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, yes, yes. We are here with another one, another episode, another podcast. Tea Tuesdays, Sip and Chat podcast. I think we're going to settle on that name. The Sip and Chat podcast with Charlene. If you're new to this vibration, my name is Charlene. And on this channel, I focus on wellness, giving you information on how to heal naturally. And I just started doing these Tuesdays, Tea Tuesdays, because I'm a tea lover. So I figured why not incorporate something I love as I share information. In this one, we are going to focus on how to attract the right partner, how to prepare yourself for the right partner in your life, the right romantic partner. Just want to be clear on that. So before we get into it, I like to give my shout outs to the people that is due to. Again, I want to shout out this week my sister that sent me this mug. This Hello Kitty mug is big and it's like so cute. I can't thank her enough. And this came from Melissa, and her YouTube channel is called B and Mel B. She teaches you how to shop for really good brands at a discount price. And she's just a beautiful energy of vibrance and love. So shout out to you, Melissa, and thank you. And the featured tea. Tonight I'm drinking fennel tea. And for those of you that are dealing with hernias and stuff like that, umbilical hernia, let me be specific. Fennel tea is good for umbilical hernia. It's also very good for your digestive tract. And the flavor, it smells wonderful. The aroma is beautiful. The taste is vibrant. It's fresh. I love it. And you know me, I love to infuse my teas with different teas. I also have a little bit of nettle mixed in here and a little bit of chamomile because last night I was up late because, as you know, it's my birthday week. It's my birthday week, birthday week. So I was up late planning and getting things together for my birthday. Yes, y'all. And for those of you that would love to give to the birthday fund, what I'm working on is to get a new camera, my first camera ever as a YouTuber, and I need a new laptop. So if you would love to give to that cause, I'm not doing a charitable organization this year. Usually every year for my birthday, I highlight a charity, I speak about it, and then I invite you guys to donate along with me to that charity. This year, I'm the person that's going to take the money. I'm the person that is going to say, hey, donate to me. So if you would love to donate, you can send me a Cash App. That information is in the chat. You can also do PayPal. That's in my About Me section. Or you can just super chat. Super chat. All right, so that's said. Let me just vibe with my family that's in the chat. Welcome in. I see my members in the house. Hey, members in the house. Sweet Melissa. Let me give you an applause. And that's for being a member. Yes, that's for you, for being a member. Thank you and welcome. And let me see who else is in the chat. Bear with me, guys. I did something a little different tonight. I just realized that StreamYard, you can actually do a vertical live on here. So of course you have more features compared to what's available on YouTube. So I wanted to kind of test it out and see how it runs. So, okay, I see my other family in the chat. Welcome in. Mr. Perez is in the house, my investor friend. Welcome in, my brother. How are you? How are those watch hours looking? My other member is in the house, K Plus. Welcome in. Yes, thank you for being a member. You are appreciated, my brother, my OG member. If you're not connected to my members, please show them some love and connect with them. They are amazing creators. And yes, use those emojis. Use those emojis. All right, so let's get into tonight's topics. And this one is not just for singles. It's also for those people that are already in a committed relationship, a marriage, engagement, whatever you want to call it. I invite you also to come in and listen and to share, because your journey may be a little different than mine as to how you found the right person for you, how you attracted that right partner. And if you would love to come on the panel and share, let me know. I will put that link in the chat. But you can also share in the chat during the live or after the live. You can leave a comment and give someone in this community a tip as to how they can attract the right partner in their life. As much as I know, I don't know it all. And I always say in our community, each one help one. So I may have a lot of things to say. However, I may not bring all of them up. I just may do a few. And you may say something that I did not say that may help someone. So please be a blessing, be open, be free. Remember, it's a safe space. Share your comments, share your process of how you attracted the right mate for those of you that already attracted the right person. And if you did not attract the right person yet, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let me just get this set up right here and take a sip of my tea. All right, guys. Oh, my sister GA girl is in the house. GA girl is in the house. GA girl is here. Welcome in, Sissy. Okay, good. Good, 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 Perez. All right. Way to go. Keep growing. All right, so let's get into it. For you to attract the right person, you have to be the right person. What do I mean by that? For you to attract the right person, you have to be in your right state, your divine state, your natural state. Who are you? A lot of us, we've forgotten who we are. And we're out here looking like, oh, I can't find the right man or the right woman. Everybody's messed up. And we're putting all this energy out there about these people not being right for me and they're this and they're that. And we're not looking at the most important thing, which is ourselves. You have to look within yourself. Some of us need to rediscover who we are. My story, that's part of my story, and I'm going to share. I Before I met my husband, I was in a tumultuous relationship. One of those relationships where you feel like something isn't right. And every time you try to break it off, the person will come back and they keep coming back. And, you keep like going around this vicious cycle until something happens that breaks the chain. But either way, I'm grateful that I had that relationship, because what it did for me, it allowed me, after that relationship, it allowed me to really sit with myself, analyze myself, my life, and decide, okay, this is exactly what I want. This is what I don't want. And I knew exactly what I was willing to accept and what I was not willing to accept. It allowed me to set a standard for myself. But before I even got to that step, I had to rediscover who I am. Who is Charline? So ask yourself, who am I? What are my standards? What are my morals? Do I love myself? Do I appreciate? Do I accept all of me? Flaws and all. You got to learn to accept yourself. And we talked about that, I believe, last week. We spoke about self acceptance. If you did not see that episode, go back and tap into it. I give you the steps of how to learn to accept yourself, because, honey, child, you are beautiful. You're unique. There's no one like you. So why not shine and thrive in your own high vibrations? You're not here to be like anybody else. You're not here to play copycat, to be timid, to be a little fish at the side of the lagoon. Go out into the deep, explore. Decide who you are, who you need to be. Remember, you are what you attract. You are what you vibrate. So what are you vibrating? Are you feeling wholesome? A lot of people like to say, oh, when I come to a relationship, I expect it to be 50-50, and, and these sayings like, oh, you complete me. You fulfill my life. I'm saying, sorry, but no. Here's why. When you come to a relationship, you want to come 100. And the person that you're attracting, you want them to come 100 too. Don't put yourself as this person that's not whole. You are whole. You are 100% you. You're not 50% you. Unless you have to rediscover yourself and you don't know who you are and all that vibe. You are 100% you. And if you don't feel like you're there already, it's okay. Work on it. Some of the podcasts that I've done already, it taps into that and expand beyond that. Do some reading, do some exploring, experiment with yourself. Only you know who you are, the true you. I don't think anyone is going to ever really fully know all of someone else. It might be a spouse or whatever, but everybody got something that's just for them and not to share with the world, and that's okay. All I'm saying is you do you, be you, accept yourself, work on the things that you may not like about yourself so that you can improve upon it. Not to frown on yourself, not to put yourself down, but just acknowledge, like, oh, wait a minute. I've been doing this. I've been going around in this cycle. It's time for me to stop. It's time for me to change. Now, how do I change it? You decide. The universe always has a way of opening up doors for you to step through or walk through when you are ready. You know that saying, when the teacher is ready, the student will arrive, or when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. And it is true. When you are ready for your change, you best believe me, ain't no tsunami can hold you back. When you are ready for your change, it happens for you. And you always know deep down when a shift is about to happen in your life. You feel it. Let me take a sip of my tea. Ah, yeah, Gia, girl. If you want to come up and share as well, that's fine. Because I know you're married, you're stable, you're settled in. So if you have any wisdom you want to share, either on the panel or in the chat, that's fine. Come on up and share, girl, or share in the chat. You see, before we can give love to someone else, we need to first love ourselves. Because a lot of us say, and I'm not judging, because I used to be one of those people. Like, oh, I want you to love me unconditionally. All these fairy tale kind of love. I'm not saying unconditional love is not real, but what I'm saying, that fairy tale type of love that's so romanticized, and the man is expected to do this and do that and cater to my every need. And oh, Charline, I had to get over myself and get realistic. And I put this on all the stuff that I watched as a child and the stories that I've read about Snow White and Cinderella. No disrespect to those movies and those stories, but I'm just saying how it framed my mind. And those Harley Quinn romance and stuff. I just expected certain things to be a certain way. Stop with those stupid romance novels and stuff. That's not realistic. It's not practical. Get your head in the real world. Open up your eyes. Open up your vibration. Be open to what's real. As you prepare yourself for the right person, don't even think about that person yet. Your main focus should be on you, making yourself whole, making yourself feel appreciated, loved, giving yourself love, giving yourself kudos, understanding who you are, understanding your moods and your vibration. And I'm going to go here back to my past for a little bit here, just so you get a visual. In my past, I had like crazy mood swings. I don't even know if it's mood swings I want to call it, but I would be upset for no reason. Like, I don't even know why I was upset. It's like I just wanted to fight or argue or be feisty for no reason. Must be the Leo in me, the immature side of Leo, because Leos are great. We're awesome. Shout out to all my Leos. But what I'm saying is, I was confused. I was unsure of who I am. And it was my duty, my responsibility to figure myself out. Because after a while, I realized, wait a minute, I don't like this arguing and the drama, the nonsense. I mean, all that stuff, it could be a little fun. But when you start to get to a certain age, like, listen, I need peace in my life. So that was one of my requirements as I was stepping out of, okay, discovering who I am and preparing myself for that new right partner in my life. I see my sister, the Stock Explorer, is here. Welcome in, Sissy. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. I love you, girl. Everybody say hello to Nora. Nora is like such a beautiful sister. I love you. I love you. I love you. My Florida sunshine girl. And the Bud Files, my amazing family. How are you guys? Love you, love you, love you. The Bud Files rock. They do amazing content over there, teaching you history and all of the amazing things. It's like they're modern geologists, I would say, kind of, sort of. They do like a variety of amazing things. I don't even know how to verbalize or describe what they do, but just check them out. They're great. So, getting back to preparing yourself for the right person. Oh my God, I just love this mug. Thanks again, Melissa. You guys make sure you check out B and Mel B. She is great. And for anyone that would love to send me a mug or anything, maybe a product to try or so, it has to be all natural product, of course. You can reach out to me on Instagram. All that information is in the About Me section. So, anyway, like I was saying, on this journey of self discovery, it is paramount that you not judge yourself. Just be a silent observer of your behavior, your patterns, an observer of your way of being. Because if you listen, if you observe yourself, you would see and understand why you feel a certain way, why you do certain things, why are you repeating these patterns? Why is it so hard to break this chain, this cycle? You learn by observing yourself. You learn from yourself as you teach yourself about you. So now, a lot of us have had some form of relationship, good, bad, and the ugly, or good, bad, and in between. And we don't, I'm not saying everyone, but many of us don't take the time to release the baggages of the old relationship, release the trauma, release the pain, release the hurt, so that we can move on with a clean slate, with an open heart, open energy to truly embrace love, because love is a beautiful thing. A lot of us are not experiencing love in the way that we should or could experience it because we're either hung up on the fairy tale side of love, or we're so hurt and traumatized that we don't open our vibration to give and to receive love because we're so afraid of that pain. But honey, some people say it's better to have loved and get hurt than not to love at all. It is a beautiful experience. Don't get me wrong, when it hurts, it hurts. But it's all part of the process. It's all experience. It's all there to teach you, guide you, groom you, get you ready for that right person. If you choose to use it in that way. All those negativities you face in past relationship, take the time out you need to maybe write some of those things down and release it. Forgive yourself for taking nonsense from people. Forgive yourself for not having a certain standard. Forgive that person for whatever they did. My way of forgiving, the thing that helped me to forgive is like me just taking a universal perspective on things, looking at it like, okay, you know what? We're all just going through this process of life, this experience, and we're all learning to become better. We're all improving. We're all maturing. Some of us not as quickly as others, and it's okay. Allow people their space to grow the way they're growing. Be graceful with others as you would expect them to be graceful with you. Oh my goodness, my sister Sade is in the house. Hey, sissy, the princess is here. Everyone, please say congratulations to my sister. She just got her plaque for 100,000 subscribers. And guess what, guys? She's going to be on the panel with me I already booked her up. We just got to set the date and the time for her to come and share her experience with us. How she did this, I think is going to be so beneficial to the YouTube community. I'm so excited and happy for her. It's just so inspiring. I love it. I love it. Everyone, please welcome in our wonderful sister from the UK. Okay. Oh no, yeah, thank you, sweet Melissa. Oh, she remembered my birthday. My birthday. Everybody, so my birthday is Saturday coming up. It didn't pass yet, but I'm just using every opportunity as I go live throughout the week to announce my birthday. Why not, right? It's my birthday. It's my birthday month. It's my time. All right, so getting back to what I was saying, we have to learn to release baggages. Let it go. It's done. It's over. You have no business holding on to the energies that does not serve you or will not serve you. A lot of you, when you go into your marital bed or whatever bed, but how do I say this without getting into trouble with YouTube? But when you're intimate with someone, when you're having intimacy, okay, that sounds decent enough. You still have the energy of the people that you're with, that you were with in that bed. You got to release that. All the energies of the past. Be present. Release that. Be present with that new partner that you're with. Fully connect your body, your mind, your spirit with that person. You see, intimacy is more than just physical, it's also spiritual. So, part of the process of connecting with the right partner is not just about how they look, the swagger they have, and all that, although that's jazzy and that's dope. But you have to look at the energy of the person, the spirit, their mindset. And if you want to get real, like detailed and, focused in, you want to also think about their financial habits. If you're looking to have a certain kind of future with them, like what is this person's financial habit? What is their goal setting plans and their patterns? Make a list. After you got to know yourself, you release those pains, those baggages, and you're ready. Take the time, there's no rush. And I know us women, we like to rush when we hit like a certain age, maybe 30 or so. We start feeling like, oh my gosh, it's time to find somebody, or maybe even 40. Don't rush the process. Take as much time as you need to heal yourself so that you can now release and be open for the real love, for the real vibration, the real connection that's meant for you. Don't worry about age and like, oh, I need to get married by a certain age. Oh, please. Forget about it. Focus on you, bringing your whole self to that relationship, because you know what? It makes it so much more dope when you have a certain mindset and that person has a certain mindset, and you guys can have real conversations. You can disagree without arguing. Now that's maturity, that's beauty. Who wants to live their life in drama? Well, some people do, but I I wasn't going to sign up for that. I love peace in my life. I don't encourage anything else that's not within my vibration. So set your standards. Know what you want. Know what you desire. And you become that thing. Because remember, you are what you vibrate, right? We're going law of attraction here, law of vibration. And for those of you that did not see those streams that I did, it's on my other channel. It might be on this channel as well. We need to understand these laws because we live by them each and every day. Press is saying, I agree. Yeah, man. Wait, this is still. Oh, cool, GA girl. Awesome. Yes, use those emojis. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, you are 100. And please, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just speaking from my own experience. That feeling of like, oh, you fulfill me and I can't live without you. And, you make my life complete. Nonsense. I am a complete being. My life is complete. But when I met you or when I meet you, oh, sweetheart, It's like the cherry on top of the ice cream. You're the bonus, you're the plus. You amplify my vibration. You add, you complement. This way I'm not looking for like, oh, somebody to complete me. And no, stop being that weakness, man. I had to snap myself out of that nonsense. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just speaking from my experience, and I got to make that clear because sometimes people feel like you're judging them. And I'm not. I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just sharing what I think may be beneficial to you. And of course, just take the things that work for you. Not everything is for us. Not everything that I say is for you. So make sure that you know what is for you and what is not for you. So let me take a moment here, take a commercial break. Then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that I'm doing. And then we're going to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Here we go. Welcome to the merch store. I am not a singer. Thank you for shopping the merch store. All my merch are designed to empower and encourage us with the fact that we can heal ourselves. We are in charge of our wellness. So take courage and be in charge. For customizable merch, you can reach out to me. The customizable merch are great for family events like family reunions, and it's also great for corporate events. So if you have a business and you have a corporate event, reach out. I can help. Infinite wellness to you. All right, guys, I'm not going to torture you guys like last week, because remember last week I was running over and over because I had to step away for a little bit. Like, oh my God, I am not a singer. So with that said, shout out to all my people that support this channel in every which way you can. Thank you for shopping the merch. Thank you for using my link to shop Amazon when you shop Amazon. And by the way, the featured tea, the Fennel Tea, that's in the description if you would like to buy that tea. The link is in the description as well. I also have a list of other teas. And in my shop, my Amazon store, I have lots of amazing teas. And I'm still loading more because, you know, I love tea. And a lot of them, they're good for different things. And I listed them by category. So like high blood pressure, this, that, and the other. They are there. So make sure you go check that out. The link should be in the chat and in the description. All right. And guys, if you have questions, make sure you put them in the chat before we close it out. I like to, answer questions that anyone may have. So just to recap before we close out. To attract the right person in your life, you have to be the right person. How do you be the right person? Tapping into yourself, finding out, deciding who you are, having your standards, learning to accept yourself, all of you. Appreciate who you are. Love yourself. Practice self-love daily. It is okay to love on yourself. It's not selfish. It's actually very healthy, very good for you, your mental health. It's good for your confidence. If you allowed yourself to lose confidence because of what someone said to you or what someone did to you in a relationship or otherwise, I invite you to rebuild that confidence. And mind you, I said allowed, because people cannot make you feel angry or make you feel less than or make you feel any which way. It's only if you allow them to enter your vibration and bring you to that state of anger or self-resentment or whatever it is. So step into your power. Amp up your power. Amp up your confidence so that no one can shake you in the vibration that's not where you want to be. And don't get me wrong, anger is not necessarily a negative emotion. It's an emotion that we must feel and express. All I'm saying is do not allow people, situations, or circumstances to waver your emotions in a way that you're not in control of them. We must learn to master our emotions. Now, you've done the work. You've cleansed yourself from all the energies, the negative vibes, the forgiveness, all the process you had to do to make yourself clean, ready, and available as you worked on yourself, build yourself up again. Because some relationships could be hell. It could be hell. But it's also an opportunity to learn and grow from, to understand who you are and what you're not. So use everything that you've been through to help you get to where you need to go. So you've done all that. And now you feel like you're ready for the right spouse, the right partner. So by now you should have a list of all the things you would like, all the things you will not accept, whatever your standards are. And I'm not speaking about physical things here, like, oh, he needs to be 6'3" or 5'11" or whatever. I'm speaking about spiritual vibration. Is he kind? Is she kind? Is she caring? If that's your vibe, I would like to think that's your vibe because you're on my channel, you're in my vibration, which means love is your vibration, right? So have a clear description and be very detailed as possible about that person you would love to attract. And please don't make out a list of a perfect person because no one is perfect, okay? No one is perfect. Someone might show up that has 99% of what you're looking for, and that's okay. That just might be your vibe. Don't expect perfection from yourself or from anyone else. Remember, when we did self-acceptance, we talk about it's not about being perfect. It's not about striving for perfection. It's just accepting yourself just as you are and learning to work on the things that you feel you need to work on. My brother Twin Brook is in the house. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Now, here's something that I forgot to put on my list. You know, sometimes it's in your mind and you vibe, but you don't write it down. And I joke about this with my husband. He's wonderful, by the way, guys. I'm so grateful for him. It's like, oh, this man, I love folks to cook for me. I love that kind of treatment. Like, oh, make me a dinner. You don't have to take me out to dinner, but you can cook me a nice home cooked meal. I love it. This man does not cook. I'm like, oh God, why didn't I put that in my request that my husband should know how to cook? Don't get me wrong. There's a few times that he tried to do some things and it was pretty good. But it's like he kind of gave up on it. So I gotta give him a nudge. Like, listen, honey, you can get in the kitchen. I can help you. I can, guide you or whatever. Because I love that idea of, my husband cooking for me. It's just a beautiful thing. Maybe it could be a childhood thing too, because growing up, my dad did it for us. He cooked for my mom. He cooked for the household, and bless his soul. It's just something that I guess I expected, but everyone is different. And we must learn to, as we accept ourselves, we must learn to accept others just as they are. We're not perfect. We're growing, we're evolving, and we're learning as we grow. And it's okay. So if you have any questions in the chat, let me know. Let me go down and check the chat. Present saying, oh my God, listen, one thing with the virtual, it's so hard to see the chat. It is so hard. Give me a second. Let me see if I can see it here. Dun, 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 dun. 1 second, Prez. I know you said something, but all right, so let's see. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Tech is not my best thing, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better. Oh, I make some mean beef. What's that? Oh, beef and hot dogs. You make hot dogs? You call that cooking? Prez, you rock. Oh my gosh. My boyfriend is an amazing cook. Meanwhile, I'm a mammy and an amazing bowl of cereal. Sweet Melissa. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised. Usually, people with your amazing heritage have very great cooking skills. And you know what? I understand that because my background is Guyanese. And a lot of Guyanese people know how to cook. And I do not put myself in that category. I just know the basics. Just keeping it real. Maybe that's why I wanted my husband to know how to cook so that I can just have him do it most of the times. I mean, I'm not horrible at it, but yeah, I'm not top chef material. Oh, and your pancakes look like. Oh, you're so funny. Oh my God, Twin Brooks is getting the hang of making ice cubes, but I still need to follow directions. Oh my God, I need a chef in this chat, y'all. Where my chefs at? You guys are funny. All right, if you guys notice any questions in the chat, let me know so I can get it and answer that question. You guys got me cracking up over here. And by the way, it looks a little dark. I kind of forgot to put my light on. Oh Lord. Charlene. If it's too dark, you guys let me know. I could just go put the light on. No worries. Oh, how to prepare your mind. Okay, so I see a question here. How to prepare your mind. It's just kind of like what I said with the process of doing these self reflection, self analysis. And even as you're in a relationship, that real relationship that you've been longing for or looking forward to, it's always good to analyze yourself and analyze the relationship. You see, in a relationship, right, it's your mindset with that person mindset married together. So it creates a whole different energy, an energy that's unique to the two of you. So it's a merged energy. So you have yours, his or hers, and the togetherness. So it's three different energy, and you have to learn how to sync and make all those work. Remember, you're dealing with personalities. We're all so similar, but yet we're all so different. So maturity really has a lot to do with the success of a relationship. And that has to come from both sides. You know, or someone might not be as happy as they could be in that relationship. It's always good to check in. Like I asked my husband, he laughs at me sometimes. So I go to him, he's like, so how am I doing as a wife? What can I improve? What can I do better? And I ask my children the same thing. How can I be a better mommy? Because I always want to know how to, be better in relationships. Because I might think, oh, I'm great, I'm perfect, and what's not. But from someone else's perspective, it's like, oh my God, she really sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I always kind of do a check in, and that's where honesty is important. But anyway, I'm sorry. I kind of went in another direction with your question. So the question is how to prepare your mind. Really get to understand who you are, decide what you would love in your life. And it may take a couple of months, maybe even a year, however long. Let me see. After that relationship before my husband, I think I didn't date for like maybe 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years. I had to make sure I was ready. I wasn't going to jump into just any old willy-nilly thing. And I wasn't going to accept certain things. People approach me, of course. I mean, look at me. I'm gorgeous. Why not? Hello. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Y'all know I had to put that in there, right? But what I'm saying is, I was not going to settle for anything less than what I considered my best, even though he didn't know how to cook. You feel me? Sometimes you gotta not focus so much on the thing that the person doesn't have, but look at the main stuff. Like, oh, his mindset. Like, that's one of the things that drew me to my husband. Very intellectual, but the spiritual vibration, the connection, the things that he wanted to speak about were things that vibrated with me. It spoke to my soul. And I'll tell y'all, if y'all don't know the story, when I first met him, it was a business meeting, and I heard his voice. He was speaking about the company he was representing at the time. And the moment he opened his mouth, and I heard his voice, open his voice. I said I could marry this man. Mind you, never met him, never saw him, never heard him speak. I wasn't even dating or really looking to date like that, but I knew I was getting to the point where I could be ready. And I was like, I kind of shook my head in my mind, like, whoa, what do you mean you could marry this guy? Girl, what are you thinking? But it's like he just spoke to my spirit. It's like his voice commanded me. Like, oh my God. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the story of that unless you guys want me to. But it was just a beautiful vibration when I met this amazing man. And I wish for everyone out there that's looking for that special someone that you find that beautiful vibration that's meant for you, because it really is a beautiful thing. And please don't expect it to be perfect, but expect there will be perfect moments. You can really have fun, enjoy an amazing relationship, disagree without getting raggedy and crazy and upset and angry. Jeez, it's okay for someone to disagree with you. It doesn't mean you have to yell at them for them to see your perspective. Sometimes my husband and I, he just doesn't see my perspective and I just don't see his. And I'm a Leo, so I'm stubborn in a good way. What I'm saying is, I'm like, okay, fine. That's your perspective. This is mine. Boom. Done. Over with. I guess we just can't see eye to eye on that, but it's okay. We're not going to argue about it. It's futile. A waste of good energy turned into turmoil. And I don't have time for that. I don't like being upset at my partner. Does he make me? Well, I shouldn't say make me, is what I allow. Do I allow him to make me feel upset sometimes? Yes, for stupid reasons. And that's just me sometimes stepping back into the immature side of me. Like he might leave, something around with him. Like, but I'm learning more and more about him. And what I'm learning too in relationships, sometimes when you see something in another person that you don't like, it's really a reflection of you. Because sometimes there's things that I talk to him about, and then I'm like, oh my God, as I examine myself, I realize, shoot, you are no different. You have been doing the same thing. The nerve of you to open your mouth and speak to someone else about it and not even look at yourself. So what that taught me, this is early in the relationship, what that taught me is to look within first. As I see something that, I feel a certain discomfort with, like, oh man, I'm upset about that. I look within myself and sometimes I laugh because I'm like, oh my God, Charline, you do the same thing, girl. You do the same thing. Okay, sweet Melissa wants to hear the story, so I'll share the story about my husband. All right, so I've been watching this show, Amen. I just got a wind of it. I just found out about it. So I guess I was doing the Thelma voice. And my husband. God, let me stop. Anyway, let me know if I should turn on the lights, by the way, guys. I feel like it's looking dark. But okay, so we met. I heard his voice, and within the group, we were like in a group, young entrepreneurs and business people. And we decided that we're going to keep this going by, meeting up at a restaurant and, continuing to talk about business and see what's going to happen. Long story short, we made the plans as a group. It was like maybe 5 of us. When I got to the restaurant, guess who was there? My husband. And guess what happened? No one else showed up. So it was like a date. Even though I paid for my own stuff, he paid for his own stuff. But it was like a date. It was like so perfect. Listen, y'all, I was so happy that no one else showed up. I didn't even care about business. I just wanted to be in his energy. And I would never forget, one of the first things he taught me was the song and how it allows your brain to vibrate a certain way and how it can amp up your vibration and your energy. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just falling more and more for this man. Like the things he was saying, I was just so intrigued. Anyway, we also planned another business meeting where we're going to meet up with some other people again. Guess what happened again? The person that was supposed to show up with us was so late. We had time to walk around together. It was like another date that we didn't plan. I tell you, y'all, it's like the universe just put us together. Everything was so synchronized. We didn't plan it. It was like perfect divine timing. So it's like I got to hang out with him and he was hanging out with me. Mind you, all this time I did not reveal to him that, I got a thing for you. I was just playing it cool, like, oh, Miss Business and, professional. And he did not say anything to me either. And all this time I was thinking, oh my God, how could he not like me? How could he not be attracted to me? Because he never indicated that he had any vibrations for me. Anything. This man had a serious game face of like, okay, I'm professional, I'm all business. And I was like, okay. Because every time I know that we would meet up, I would put on like my cutest business outfit. I had my walk going for me. I would, throw my hips a certain way. I'm like, Jesus, my heels, everything. Like, why is he not trying to, holler at me? Anyway, we had another business event where we kind of wind up taking like a bus together and going to that event. I was the one that I think reached out to him. I was like, hey, this is happening. Like the chambers, because it was through our chambers of commerce. They have like this big event. It's a great opportunity to meet more business people. You're right. I just wanted to hang out with him, but he didn't know that. Not knowing, him on the other side was like, oh my God, yes, perfect opportunity. So anyway, we got there. And later he revealed to me, because, there was drinks and stuff, and, like a social business event. Later on, he revealed to me, like, oh my God, I was so jealous when I saw you talking to other people. I was like, I kind of just wanted to hang out with you. I didn't care about all those people. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I knew that. Because that's all I wanted to do anyway. Long story short, he finally invited me out to the movies. But it wasn't a date. He said, oh, it's not a date. So I paid for my own movie. He paid for his own movie. He still wasn't admitting anything to me until I think one day he just said, look, enough of it, woman. I like you. What's up? I'm like, I know I can get this man. I know I can do it. I know. I'm like, Jesus, what took him so long? Because I wasn't the one to say, hey, man, I like you. No. I always like to be approached. I'm just that kind of woman. To each his own, I'm just saying. But anyway, that's the story with Melissa. Oh, yeah, Ruben Gregory. One of my son, he likes the show too. We watch it together. Oh gosh, I forgot. I gotta go here to see what the chat is saying. I'm sorry. Like this virtual thing, I just kind of want to experiment with it, but I feel like I like the other way better. All right, so Melissa said, did he tell everyone not to show up? No, it was a coincidence. It was a coincidence because at that point we were all like strangers now meeting and trying to form like a mastermind alliance, which is one of the things I want to do as part of my membership thing on my other channel. But yeah, it's like the universe just planned it, man. Years later, here we are with a beautiful family, and I couldn't be more grateful. Couldn't be more grateful. We're getting great together, building, learning together. It's just an amazing journey. When you find that person, it really is a beautiful thing. Listen, y'all, you don't have to settle for less than what you desire because you're thinking of age and all that kind of stuff. Don't put pressure on yourself to meet the right person. Just really tap into yourself and allow the universe to bring it to you just naturally. I didn't go out there looking. I really went out there to do business. And business was doing me, honey. Oh God, let me stop. But it really is up to you to decide who it is you invite into your energy. And I say that because some people could disrupt your course, or some people can add to your course or your path. So be mindful of who you allow in your space, of who you connect with. Not that you're better than anyone or that anyone is better than you, but just because. That's your vibe, that's your requirement, that's your standard. If drama is your thing and you like drama, then hey, so be it. That's you. No judgment. For me, I like peace. like peace. And I've learned so much of how to be a little more selfless. And it's not just about me and what I need in a relationship. It's about each of you, how you're coming together and supporting each other. Simple things like a massage is a beautiful thing to do for someone. And it can really make them feel like you appreciate them. But before you can really appreciate anyone, remember, honey child, you got to learn to appreciate you. Good night, my beautiful brother, Twin Brook. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I have to come over there and catch up on your channel. I love the outdoor stuff. It's amazing. Hey, Pretoria Afro, I didn't see you in the chat. Welcome in, beautiful soul. Oh, you heard the story. Oh, wonderful. Wait, what did Press say? He told them, don't show up. Oh God, he probably did, right? Like maybe he did it with his mind power. Like nobody else shows up. I just want to focus on this beautiful girl. That's shorty. She looking so fine. Yeah, I want to make her mine. Prince, you bring out the silliness of me sometimes, and I love it. All right, y'all. I don't see any questions in the chat. I'm going to hang back for another minute or so in case anyone has a question. If not, we're going to close it out. I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for appreciating this vibration that I'm bringing on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. or 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday, unless I'm not available. Make sure that you tap the like button for the upcoming stream. I have it in the chat. If it's not there, you can just go to the live section, just hit the live section and tap the upcoming. The next time we meet for Tea Tuesdays or the Sip and Joy podcast, we're going to be talking about how to be your best self. Because remember, we're in the energy of being yourself. And even though this is talking about how to attract the right person, it's also about being true to yourself. So shout out to my sister Andrea for creating this challenge in the month of July. Focus on being yourself. Listen, it's important to be yourself in a relationship because you don't want to go to a relationship under false pretense of being someone else or being someone who you're not. Guess what? Because when you're not, and I'm going to my Bretologist energy here, when you're not being true to yourself, when you're not being real, you're not comfortable. You're holding your breath. And what happens when you hold your breath? Your cells are not getting all the oxygen it needs. You're slowly making yourself unwell. You have stuck energies within you. You're not relaxed. You're more likely to be stressed and anxious. Your face begin to feel, I'm telling you this. So be yourself. Breathe, relax, be you, do you. Someone like you, someone like you. Stop worrying about, oh, if I do this, he might not like me, she might not like me. So what? Maybe that person is not for you then. And it's okay. Someone out there is meant for you, and you will find them. They will find you. Just allow the process. Just be true to yourself, man. Be real. Think about it. Would you like to date someone because you think they're this way, but then they're really not? That's like false advertising. You want the real person, the real soul connection where you can really be honest and truthful and vibe with each other. Talk some weird stuff by the standards of other people in the world, but you understand you're on that vibe. I can tell my husband some strange stuff, but he's right there with me, man. And that's one of the things I love about him. Like, oh. So connect on a sincere basis. If you're with someone and you feel like you can't be yourself for whatever reason, then maybe that's not your vibe. Maybe that's not for you. You got to be comfortable. You got to be you. Let loose. Let your guards down. Let your hair down a little bit. Let your hair down a little bit. Do you be you, boo. That's the best that you can do because you want the real connection, man. You don't want no fake stuff. It doesn't serve you and it doesn't serve that person, or it might serve them in a certain way, but then they're not getting the real you. And you're not getting that full soul connection that is so powerful and beautiful. I love talking about these things because it reignites my passion, my connection with my spouse. I enjoy talking about relationships. K Plus, thanks for dropping those links. You are amazing. Again, shout out to everyone that supports the channel. Thank you for the cash apps. For those of you that are sending to contribute to my laptop and camera funds, thank you. I received this birthday gift with all the love and blessings in my heart, and I send blessings back to you multiplied. You are appreciated. Let me see what Press is saying. Press always got me cracking up. Press. Oh, you said enjoy your birthday. Thank you so much, my darling. I would have told them all to stay away. Oh my God. Tell them I'm a gold herder. Oh my goodness. I'm Press. You rock. Hey, Nature Plus Beauty, welcome in. I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. How are you? So good to see you. Sweet Melissa's always saying be right back just as I'm about to close. Yeah, man, it is dope. Thanks, Press. It is dope. It is dope. Now, before we close it out, if anyone in the chat would like to share their channel link and what it's about, go ahead and do so. And my mod will be happy to share your link so that others can connect with you and help you get to those next steps or next milestones you're working on. And in the meantime, let me give my closing remarks. Before I do, actually, we didn't take a moment to breathe. And sometimes we carry a lot of stress in our neck and our shoulders and stuff. So take a moment and breathe with me. Move your neck around a little bit. Shake some tension out. Just relax. Relax. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Inside and out. Even if you see things about yourself you may not like, whether it be internal or external, understand that you are beautiful. Understand that you can mold yourself into that which you would love to become. You are the master of your mind, the co-creator of your experiences here on this planet. Harmonize with the universe. Take time to go within. Search your soul, search yourself, study yourself. Understand what it is you desire, why you desire those things, if they are in fact your sincere desires, or maybe someone else's that you've seen somewhere. Get to know you because you're beautiful, I promise you. Once you get to know you more, I promise you're going to laugh at yourself sometimes, even when you get angry. As you get to know yourself, you will become a better master of your emotions. A master is using a feminine and masculine term here. You're going to be able to master your emotions, which is a major graduation step as a human being on this planet. So once you can master your emotions, you have better control over your life, the choices, the experiences you have, how you respond to things, what you allow to sink into your vibration or not allow. Listen, you're not here to be like anybody else. So don't try it. Be you, Press, because you're beautiful. Be you, Nature Plus Beauty, because you're beautiful. It says so in your name, beauty. Sweet Melissa, you're beautiful. Don't worry about those shortcomings that you supposedly have. Embrace all of you. It is okay. Somebody else is going to be better at something that you're not good at, and that's okay. You're better at something else that somebody else is not good at. It's okay. Each one of us have our unique, special gift to give to the world. So allow that gift to shine through. As you get to know you, be you, you will attract that right person. Remember, release all the past trauma, past pains, all the baggages from those relationships. Get rid of them, release them. Use everything that you've gone through in relationships to create the perfect new relationship for you. And when I say perfect, I don't mean, okay, expect a fairy tale relationship, but the best match that you can find for yourself, or the best, no, let me not say that, the best match that's out there and meant for you is going to find you in mysterious, wonderful ways. And I wish you guys will come back, leave a comment, and let me know your beautiful story of how you met that person as you allowed yourself to be open to receiving and giving love. Your soulmate, your spirit person, your true connection, they're there. And just as you're searching for them, honey, they're searching for you. And you're going to find each other. I wish you nothing but the best on this journey. Keep being true to yourself. We need you, the real you, the real you. Alrighty. So let me just read the chat and then I will close it out. I see Jevin just came in. Hey, my brother. Welcome, welcome in. Rooted. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How's your watch? I was looking, my brother. Oh, work time. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And thanks for the birthday wish. Thanks for the birthday wish. Appreciate it. Join me for support. Join you for support. What do you mean, Nature Plus Beauty? What support do you need, my love? Oh, are you talking about your channel? You would love people to come over and join your channel because you give support? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, Jevin. 2611, almost here. What's 2611 now, Rooted? By the way, for those of you that don't know Rooted, he is based on wellness like me. His focus is essential oils. He has an essential oil business. If you're into essential oils, definitely go over there and show Rooted some love. And Jevin, he's into aviation. So if you're into that vibe, definitely. Oh, okay, yay! You're almost at that 3K. Yes, I'm so happy for you. Yes, yes, yes. And guys, because Press is also working on his, and Rooted is working on his watch hours. So, you might want to connect and swap playlists and stuff like that. That's not a good way to get to know people. Welcome back, Melissa. We're about to close it out. Oh, go get some rest, Javin. All right, everybody. I will see you on the next one. Tomorrow, we're going to have my usual 12 p.m. wellness stream where it's just going to be, a meditational type of stream. It might be the flow of water. It might be just meditational frequency. I like to play 432 hertz because, in my opinion, in my vibration, that's the most healing sound. So if you would like to tap in, that stream will be on from 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Thursday on my other channel, I have a live stream that's going to be focused on helping those of us that needs consistency. I'm going to be speaking with two of my amazing content creators, Coach Sherry and Slasher Chick, who did a 90 days challenge. Yes, 90 days, not 30, not 60, 90 days going live every day. So we're going to find out what that did for them, how it helped their numbers. What did it do for them personally? Did it help with their confidence? Well, they really don't need to work on their confidence, but did it help with their consistency and maybe the way they deliver the message and stuff like that? But we'll find out. Definitely tap in. I didn't create the streamers yet, but tap in on my other channel, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, and come with your questions ready for them. They'll be happy to answer. They're so excited about it, and so am I. I know there's lots to learn about the analytics and all that, so they'll be breaking that down. All right, y'all. Everybody have a good night, good day whenever you're seeing this. Remember, there's no one else like you. You are blessed. You are unique. You are special. You're all that and a bag of potato chips. No, I'm kidding. But you really are amazing. And thank you for being on this journey with me. Be always, always well. Love y'all.